Welcome to the channel. I'm Jay Malone. Today I'm going to tell you the 4 main reasons that I wear an Apple Watch. If this is your first time to the channel and you enjoy photography, drones, technology, and other related things, then start off by hitting that subscribe button. When you do, tap the little bell icon next to it. That way you won't miss anything. I wear an Apple Watch Series 3 on a daily basis. A lot of people often ask me really why I chose an Apple Watch, so I want to give you those 4 main reasons today. By the way, today's video is sponsored by Gadget Wraps. They sent me over some pretty cool stuff that I want to show you. But first, let's go somewhere else and let me tell you about these 4 reasons that I wear this watch. So aside from the obvious reason of being able to tell the time on my watch, there are mainly 4 main reasons that I wear an Apple Watch. Of course, I have an iPhone, have a MacBook, so you can do a lot of stuff with that. But really, the 4 main reasons, one of them is for the calendar. There's a complication that you can set up with the calendar on the watch, and pretty much any time that I look at my watch, I can look down here and I can see if I have any events, anything on the schedule. If there is, I can actually tap on that and I can go in and see the details about that event. I am a photographer, so any appointments that I can have that set up there, so that way at any time during the day I can look and see that I have a photo session coming up, or if I have another job to do with vinyl graphics, have all of that right there on my watch. So that is probably kind of my number 4 reason, I would say. I'll work my way up to the number 1 reason, but yeah, having that calendar there that I can access pretty much any time that I look at it, that's a pretty good reason. And probably my number 3 reason is for the fact that it will remind me to stand. I sit at my desk editing quite a lot. If you have a desk job, you know how it is if you sit too long. So if I haven't stood during that hour, at 10 minutes until the new hour, it'll give me a notification and let me know that it's time to stand. Once you've walked around for about a minute or so, it'll let you know that you earned another hour. And you can see by the numbers here on my watch, you can see the blue number there is how many times that I have stood during the day. I guess it's kind of how many hours that you hit. I've stood a lot more times than this, but yeah, it'll kind of let you know that you've stood at least one time during that many hours of the day. My second favorite feature is probably the text messaging. Whenever I get a text message on my phone, it actually pops up here on my watch first, and I can see who it is from. I can actually even reply to it. You can reply with emojis, you can actually scribble out something, or there are some preloaded responses that are already in there. So yeah, the text messaging feature is pretty handy, and especially if you're kind of in a spot where you don't want to pull out your phone or something, just being able to respond right there on your watch, that's a win. Okay, before I get to my number 1 reason, let's take a look at what our sponsor sent me today. Like I said, the company is Gadget Wraps. I'll leave a link to them in the description below this video. They've got lots of products for all sorts of gadgets and all sorts of electronics, smart watches, Apple watches. But yeah, they sent me some pretty cool stuff. Let's open this. I'll show you what they sent me. They sent me this orange looking nylon band, which is pretty cool. And they sent me 4 different colors in their silicone bands. But with their silicone bands, you actually get 2 different links. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, these are pretty nice feeling. They feel better than the Apple silicone bands in my opinion. But yeah, they feel really good. But this is what I really want to show you. In this package, they sent over some screen protectors for the Apple Watch, and then these decals that go on your dial, and then also your home button here, or the big button. Here's a wood grain looking decal. This one is just kind of a, I don't know, metallic looking. Here is a carbon fiber, and then here is, I really don't know what you call this. This is also very cool. And then we have one more in here. This one is just a clear decal that you can go over just for protection. I think with my leather band, I want to try this wood grain decal. So yeah, I'm fixing to install that. Installed, I like it, it looks good. Now let's get to that number 1 reason that I wear this Apple Watch. Probably the number 1 reason that I wear an Apple Watch, or what I get the most benefit out of, is just the notifications in general. It doesn't matter if it's a telephone call, or if it was a text message, a Facebook notification. Even if somebody replies to a comment on YouTube, I can actually get those right here on my watch. And the reason I like that so well is I can leave my phone on silent. My phone that was always constantly ringing or constantly going off from notifications is now on silent. And I love that. I actually like not being bothered with all the noises and the dings and the bells and all of that. It's just kind of good not to have to hear all of those things. So if I'm in the middle of something, if it's a photo session or if I'm in the middle of talking to someone, I don't ever have to be bothered by something ringing. I actually just get a vibration on my wrist. And it actually happened while I was recording this video. I got a notification from Reddit, and you didn't even have to know that. You would have never heard it. All it done was vibrate on my wrist, and I knew that I was getting a notification. At that time, you can actually pull out your phone and you can look at the notification. You can see who is calling you. If you want to answer it, if you want to go check Facebook right then, you can, but you don't have to. It's just good to be able to get the notification just from a little vibration on your wrist, and you or no one else is bothered by all the noises. I think that is my #1 reason for wearing the Apple Watch. And that's my 4 main reasons for wearing this Apple Watch every day. Don't forget to check out the sponsor of this video by clicking on the link in the description below this video. Leave me a comment. Let me know, do you have an Apple Watch? If so, what is your main reason that you wear one? Thanks for liking, commenting, and subscribing. And until next time, God bless.